Several of you have asked on restoring the mirrors. So I did this a long time ago before I was ever filming these videos, but since it's time to repaint, I went ahead and sanded it a little bit just so you could see. So there was police equipment mounted here, and what I did, these pieces were off, and I'll be honest, I don't know what the safe way to remove this little piece here. I think both of mine were already broken, so I just pulled them off, and honestly I think I JB welded to try to get the brackets back on and a little RTV to kind of seal it. So but obviously there's got to be a correct way to remove this. If somebody out there knows, let us know. Like I said, there's several plastic tabs that hold these backs on, but once it's off, I just bondoed the holes, then primed it, then painted it. So this is the kind of paint I use, Fusion or something similar. I don't know if they still sell this one. You may have to buy the newest Krylon one, but you want plastic paint. If you just use this, you'll get a really nice result. However, it's only going to last you about 6 months to a year before it starts fading and looking like this again. So after you're done with the gloss black or whatever color you want to use, you want to cover it with something that's got UV resistance. So I'm a big fan of this one. It's clear, it's gloss, bonds to plastic, it's non-yellowing, and it's UV resistant, so it will keep the black from fading. Obviously you can use whatever color you want. You can use satin. I know satin looks pretty good on these, but obviously you wouldn't want to cover satin with a gloss afterwards, so keep that in mind. If you're going satin, you're just going to use the color that you use. Masking it off is probably the most important part of the job. So I've already cleaned this with TSP thoroughly, got all the grease and everything off, so it's basically ready to paint. I'm just going to have to put something around it. I'll probably use a trash bag, cut a hole in the trash bag and tape it down here, and then just paint this from all angles. I've already masked the mirror side off. You can't see it, but the mirror is covered. The nice thing about getting paint on glass is it comes off with a razor blade, so it's usually not that big of a problem. However, it's just one less thing to mess with when you're done. So we'll go with some real thin coats of this. We'll build it up rather than a big thick coat, and then like I said, we'll finish it off with the clear. And if you've seen my other videos, I really like these nozzles. They spray a nice thin coat and they're real easy to work with. This nozzle is a little harder to work with. So, and I did try, I think I said in my other video that you could save these and put them on here. Unfortunately, they don't work, so you're stuck with this nozzle if you use this paint. So that's the first coat. I wanted to let you see what it looks like actually being sprayed on. I'm trying to get this area the thickest since it has the stuff that needs to be covered. And there's the final result. I think they came out looking really well, especially compared to buying new ones. You figure that can of black and that can of clear is probably enough to do every single black thing on the car and still have some left over. So it's a really cheap investment. You get some tape and some trash bags and you're good to go.